Here we go. Round number 1 underway, guys. Grizzlies looking to even things out over the last 4 with a win here at 2-2. And iNTACT just want to bounce back from those 2 consecutive losses. Like you guys can probably see, Optimus and Nox are no longer on the squad. They were dropped. As Grizzlies are going to move in here. Spongy finds one. Traded back by Kizzy. Now we have a 4v4. Lots of damage taken on both sides here. Grizzlies are going to go for this A site, and they have Kizzy playing it long. iNTACT, all 4 members coming up from Cat. Willmeister gets a nice little tap to the head of Joel's. But now Incredible responds with 2. Actually, Nano getting the second one. 3v2 in favor of Grizzlies. Good start here on Dust 2. Nano gets the frag on Swan, leaving only Willmeister, and he will be fragged by Kizzy. So, good start here for Grizzlies. Same story, I guess, as the previous one, where iNTACT lost the first 3 rounds, and then they ended up winning the match, picking up 16 of 19. We'll see if that happens again here at pistol rounds. Well, I mean, you know, you do have that 1900 coming in your bank counts, but since I've been watching iNTACT, Shake seems to be calling out for the force buy in the second round regardless. And it looks like Swan got a nice little frag around mid there. We're on Dust 2, of course, for those of you who don't recognize the map, which you absolutely should if you play Counter-Strike ever, since it's one of the most popular maps ever played in the history of CS. Not often you'll see it in competitive play. And that's really because when it is played, it comes down to fragging, and strategies aren't as important as they are in most of the other maps. You see 4 members for Grizzlies coming up long now. Swan getting ready to get another one. There it is, a headshot on Kizzy. Great little force buy here by iNTACT. Swan doing the damage, and they could get more here. They do. Spongy finds Incredible. Willmeister gets Melio, leaving only Nano standing, and Spongy gets the 2K. Swan as well, and Swan had some nice scout headshots in that round, and they jump right back into this one with the first round victory, tying it up at 1-1, and pretty much taking the economy of Grizzlies out of play for the time being. They are going to be able to buy up some Deagles, and looks like they're going to force up the Deagles as well. 4 Deagles, a Tech 9, 3 flashbangs, and a smoke. Over on iNTACT, Swan's going to stick with that scout, and why not? It's working out for him. Shake going to get the Galil off the ground from the previous round. Spongy with the AK, same story. And a Mac 10 as well for Willmeister. He'll be able to farm a little bit of money, perhaps, in the round if he can get those rags. Turismo rounds out the buy with the M4A4. 25 seconds. 20 seconds already expired in the round. Nothing doing just yet, just a bunch of utility being thrown around. You see Joel's an Incredible trying to work mid here, staring up that cat. Incredible. The push out of mid doors, but Shake finds him. He goes down. Joel's looking for the follow-up. Almost gets it. He's firing at Shake directly through the door, but just could not connect on either shot. Still is, but Shake not getting down below that 33 HP mark. Joel's going to get the one. He grabs on Swan now. Does the damage down to 53, so at least some good damage being done by Joel's, but he himself is down to 8 HP. Grizzlies looking to take some of those guns out of the hands of iNTACT and damage their economy a little bit. Swan to get that frag on Joel's, but now Nano comes out flying out of mid doors, finds one, looking for a second, but it's Kizzy who's going to find that. Still in this round are Grizzlies, and they picked up a Galil now. Trying to get to that B site, Turismo throwing the molly at window, so that should hold them back at least for the time being. Willmeister and Spongy trying to rotate around, but Nano gets the frag on Willmeister. Only 2 members left for iNTACT. Spongy fragging away, gets one on Kizzy, but Nano's trying to close the gap here with Melio. Nano over at the B site, spots out Turismo, does some damage, and Spongy does finally spot out Melio and get him, and then gets the final one. So Spongy comes out with the 3K in the round. Grizzlies at least made it exciting, but iNTACT seal it off before even allowing Grizzlies to get presence on either of the bomb sites. iNTACT now up 2-1, but the damage was indeed done to their economy. They're going to have to buy up 3 more rifles. So instead of having that nice little cushion on Swan's side, he's down to 1850, and we have a match pause coming into play. So we can talk a little bit more about the additions to iNTACT and how they performed in the last match. So Spongy in the first match earlier tonight was 16-12, 1.33 KDR and 85.8 ADR. So pretty decent showing for himself. And he has 4 MDL seasons under his belt with Vision Gaming. Things didn't work out for him in the MDL squad, so he's now finding himself on iNTACT, which could arguably be the next MDL squad coming from Advanced, but we'll see how that plays out. And Willmeister, 16-10, 1.60 KDR, and 80.3 ADR in the first match against Blitz Reborn. Pretty similar to Spongy. Performed as well as he needed to, got the job done, and that's all you can really ask for. The top frag was actually Swan at 19-11. and he had an ADR of 104.8. It's his best match, actually, over the last 3. Finally got his op game going, and he's continuing here with that scout early on. Jake's gonna farm the frags here, 4K with the MP9, taking advantage of the pistol buy up here with no armor on Grizzly's side. Kizzy's gonna find one, almost got a second, and even a third. Gets Spongy and Willmeister down to 10 HP. Just had to hit one more shot with that P250 to take them down, but does indeed fall, and Grizzlies lose a 3rd round. They just tried to push towards long there, and it did not work out. Good aggression by iNTACT. So yeah, it's interesting. I really like Spongy. I've been casting him a few times over the last 3 seasons. He's a solid player. I think a good addition to the iNTACT squad. And maybe he'll be able to push them over the edge in some of those qualifiers against MDL caliber squads. I think in terms of Willmeister, you're looking at Optimus being replaced with him. To me, it's an even trade. Maybe Optimus was a little better skill-wise. But like I said earlier on, the reason Optimus is not on the squad anymore was personality conflicts, not necessarily skill-based reasons. So I guess a 1-for-1 or almost a 1-for-1 in terms of skill is good for iNTACT if they get along better with Willmeister. Anyway, you see Grizzlies moving down long here. 4 of them, 1 lurking at the B site. That is Melio. Melio is actually going to get that frag in upper B tunnels, which could put a thorn in the plans of iNTACT in the round. Joel's now flies up from long, gets the frag on Swan. Spongy hiding at Ninja. Kizzy does spot out Willmeister trying to creep up long. And we'll see how long Spongy stays here. Doesn't have any utility to work with. Flies around the corner, peeks at the right time, gets incredible. Looking for one over at Goose as well. He's going to get it, and iNTACT pretty much clear things out here. Turismo finds a couple as well, but Spongy some good patience. Waited at Ninja for a long enough period of time in order for Grizzlies to kind of get a little too comfortable on that bomb site, and iNTACT come up with a 4th round victory, 4-1 now in their favor. And look at Spongy go, 8-1. Really clicking here with this iNTACT squad. So Swan going to be rocking the op here. And Dust 2 is so straightforward. I mean, there's really not much you can do differently. There isn't any special strat you can employ in terms of smokes thrown. You smoke mid every round on CT side, and also make sure that you throw your smokes and mollies effectively on your T side to the exact same spots every time. You go to the A site, you throw a molly on default, and you walk right in. There are different spots you can throw them, of course. I'm being very simplistic in my description, but I'm just trying to say Dust 2 is about the fragging. You frag well, you win. Spongy and Willmeister are on tryouts right now, guys, for those who are wondering. They could be permanent after tonight. I think we're going to find that out. Spongy is going to get the frag over on Joel. Shake finds Kizzy, and now here come Grizzlies up cap, but it's not going to work out. Willmeister finds 2. Almost everyone on iNTACT getting on the action there. Only Turismo not finding a frag, and Turismo actually at the bottom of the scoreboard. He's letting everyone else do the work, at least for once. He's the top frag on iNTACT right now, coming into the match anyway. 197 frags on the season, 98.5 ADR. But actually, Shake taking the KDR lead with a really solid performance in the previous match, and in the match before that as well. He's at 1.52 KDR now, the IGL, with 6 main seasons under his belt. It's interesting to see iNTACT add 2 MDL caliber players to their roster mid-season. I think everyone was MDL caliber on iNTACT already, and including Nox and Optimus. I just wanted to take it in a bit of a different direction. I totally respect that. 6 rounds played out here. iNTACT up by 4. And now Grizzly's going to be on a full buy once more. 4 AKs and an AWP. Flashbang thrown there into the B site by iNTACT. Now Shake looking to maybe peek around upper B tunnels. That's incredible. Moving his way up Cat. No one's watching Cat here at a closer far for iNTACT. You do have Swan playing at car, which is really the best angle to play with the op on this map. A little exposed, of course. Unorthodox position to play. Usually people play behind the car, but I think it's a good decision by Swan, catching them off guard. they won't come around the corner expecting them to be this exposed. Swan going to throw the flashbang in response to that smoke. And keep Grizzlies at bay at least for a moment longer. As the molly comes out as well. The bomb's actually leaning towards the B site here, so we'll see if Swan gets a frag before they get into B, or at least try to entry into B. Turismo and Shake on that B site. Shake sees the flash come out and probably hears the footsteps. He gets the opening frag over on Incredible. Turismo finds Jaws as well, but look at that over around mid. Kizzy, Nano, and Melio take out 3 members of iNTACT. Shake now holding his own, finds Melio and Nano, and looking for the final one. Almost gets Kizzy as well, but runs out of bullets. Pulls out the deagle and gets it. The 3K coming in for Shake. Man, Grizzlies looks like they were going to turn that round around, pushing through mid, finding all 3 members that were rotating around from the A site, and then Shake to the rescue with the 3K. iNTACT up 6-1. Grizzlies looking for some answers right now. They're going to be on another pistol buy-up. Got a deagle, a Tech 9. Actually, 3 deagles and a Tech 9, along with the AK on Joel's. Spongy getting that flashbang ready to be thrown. It's going to be a good one. Joel's has to turn away from it, and does indeed, and Spongy goes down. A little too aggressive there on that long A push, or peek, I should say. 5v4. It's also a gun there for the Grizzlies if they push out further and try to retrieve it, but look at Willmeister and Swan. They know that that is a risk. I wouldn't be surprised to see Willmeister throw this away. Pick up the gun and throw it on top of the dumpster to make sure that Grizzlies don't get it. Flashbang's coming in towards long, or smokes actually, for Grizzlies. And here come the flashbangs now. Willmeister didn't really get blinded by that. Peeks around, gets Joel. Swan finds Nano. Good crossfire set up by Swan and Willmeister here at long. Willmeister could get more. He does, and Swan finds another as well, leaving only Melio, who does finally finish off Willmeister, but the damage has been done to the Grizzlies in the round. Swan now around car, ready to engage with Melio, patiently waiting for him to peek around the corner, which he knows he will, and Swan makes no mistake. That's a 3K for him on the round. 7-1 for iNTACT heading into round number 9. Checking out the scoreboard, guys. Spongy at 9, Shake at 9 as well, Willmeister at 8, Swan at 7, Turismo at 4. They're looking really comfortable now, even more so than they did against Blitz Reborn. Took a little while, I shouldn't say a little while, a few rounds for them to kind of get things going against Blitz Reborn, but once they started to click, it just everything went in their favor. So we'll see if Grizzlies, the all-Canadian squad, can come out and get a response here. 4 AKs and an op bot up. As Melio coming from lower B tunnels in towards mid. Because he's got a flashbang thrown onto that B site. I don't think Turismo was blinded at all by it. Hid behind the box. And iNTACT waiting patiently here for some engagements to occur. See Willmeister boosted up here on the box inside a CT spawn, and Shake is creeping towards car. Shots fired there. That's Swan over at long A. He gets one and then backs off after throwing that smoke. That's through the wall. Good shot by Swan. 5v4. Grizzlies now regrouping. 3 members over around mid. Willmeister's waiting to greet them. Almost certainly will get one, assuming his aim is on point, which I have no reason to doubt it will be. Willmeister took last season off as Turismo going to get the frag over on Kizzy, leaving the 3 members that are charging up mid right now, and they look exactly where Willmeister is. A good heads-up play by Melio, and now they're going to try and work their way into the B site, but they have 2 iNTACT members waiting to greet them. That's Shake and Turismo. Shake going to go down, but there's Turismo. Going to find one. Melio's trying to spray him down. Cannot connect, and Turismo gets a second. Incredible does manage to find Spongy, but now Turismo coming around the corner. Going to try to end Incredible, but Incredible in the meantime takes out all of his reinforcements. Turismo going to have to do it all here and get the 4K. Incredible locked in over at the tunnels. 14 seconds left. He has to plant the bomb, and Turismo knows it. Waiting to hear the sound cue, but just far enough away that he doesn't. Now Incredible's going to lock onto the tunnels again. Turismo re-peeks, but he should have tried to fire after the first peek. Did not, and Incredible does indeed win the round with a nice little 3K. From the AWP. Grizzlies pick up their second round, and they're not out of this one yet. iNTACT still with a very strong economy, going to be able to buy up whatever they want. Double op setup, and 3 M4A4s to round out their buy. Over on Grizzlies, scrapping a little bit for the guns. They do have a Galil, but 3 AKs and an op round out a pretty strong buy up. And almost full utility except for Kizzy, who only has that smoke. But 5 smokes should be enough to hit any site they want. I say should be enough, it's full smokes. Molly going to burn away in front of the eyes of Incredible. as he scoped in looking for Turismo, who's been playing on that B site the entire time. Swan, wow, burns Joel's alive. Wonder what happened there over at Long A. Guess Joel's just hung out inside of that molly a little too long. And Spongy's going to smoke long doors. 5v4 for iNTACT. So the all-Canadian squad looking to get 2 consecutive round victories. Nano and Kizzy have been together for 4 seasons now on Grizzlies, with Melio in the second. Nano gonna go down to Willmeister there, and look, all the damage coming in from iNTACT, looking for a second as Willmeister, he gets it. And now Incredible's last one standing, but he's been so lethal with that op so far. He's going to try and do it again. Oh, went out a little too soon, though. A little hasty. Didn't wait for the flashbang to pop, and Shakezilla takes advantage of that one, getting the headshot on him. And that's going to be that. iNTACT strike back, get an 8th round victory, and Grizzlies? I was going to say Guerrilla Tactics for some reason. But Grizzlies' economy is fully reset. So they're going to be on a save here. 10 rounds expired. iNTACT cruising along here. And Grizzlies, after a 6-1 start to the season, see themselves at 7-3. Could be 7-4 if they can't come back in this match. So what I was saying about Willmeister is he did take last season off. Wasn't playing in Season 28. Season 27 was playing main, and MDL before that. He's got about 2 seasons in MDL. Swan, oh, Shake gonna get the Colad on Grizzlies, trying to come into the B site, then gets the 3rd. That's gonna be that. Of course, just a save round for Grizzlies, but still 9-2 in favor of iNTACT. We only have 4 more rounds left to be played here in this first half of action. 14-5 for Shakezilla. Man, he's been good in the early goings of both matches. Now he's rocking the op, the alternate op on Dust 2 here. Used to be Shake and Optimus who were the alternate ops depending on the map, but now it's going to be Shake and Willmeister holding that role. Turismo going to find Nano. Open things up here. Kizzy does find one. Just a Glock train coming in, and it's a farm from Willmeister who gets a 3K, and that'll be that. iNTACT going to get their 10th round victory. Grizzlies not really trying to take their time on their pistol rounds. They just kind of push up, hope for the best, at least on their full save pistol rounds, and it didn't work out again there. 10-2 for iNTACT. Thirteenth round of play. 5 AKs bought up for Grizzlies, and here they go. 4 members into the upper B tunnels, 1 lurking around mid. They're going to go for the quick execute and run through this molly. It's not a bad play. We'll see if it works out, but Shake is waiting for it, gets the op frag, and also another flashbang thrown in to the B site. They have lost control of the B site. We'll see if they can retake it. Swan, in the meantime, does find Kizzy. Some smokes utility coming in for Grizzlies. Melio gets Shake, and Nano's trying to spray through that door to get Turismo as well. Incredible. Firing away as he gets that bomb planted at default on bomb site B. Melio gets Willmeister. Grizzlies looking for their 3rd round victory. And here comes iNTACT throwing a bunch of utility, and they still have 3 smokes to work with. The guys, they're advanced. There's one coming in to the double doors. Melio right next to what will be Swan opping if he peeks those tunnels again, and he does. Swan gets the frag. 3v2. Now they're coming in. Turismo gets incredible. 1 trade coming in, but a 2v1. Nano's lit. He's going to go down. Turismo and Swan doing the work here on the retake at the B site. And Grizzlies, although it looked pretty good to start off, do not get the round victory. 11-2 in favor of iNTACT. And like I said, the iNTACT losing those pistol rounds in the first half, but then coming back with authority on their buys. And this time, they didn't even lose the first 2. They lost 1, then came back on the force buy. Swan, you remember those 2 scout headshots leading the charge? And then they just shut them down coming out long A. Match going to be paused here, likely for Grizzlies to talk things over. We're in round number 14, guys. Let's check out the chat. What are you guys talking about? Good stuff, says NVS TV. Indeed. Very good stuff coming in from iNTACT here. Career-wise, the top fragger, or I should say top KDR and top ADR, I guess, is Spongy. 1.33 KDR over his career and 85.6 ADR. To note, Incredible is in his 202nd ESEA match. This man has been playing for quite some time, and his KDR and ADR are pretty impressive considering how long he's been playing. 1.20 KDR and 84.0 ADR over his career. So he's been pretty solid. Molly going to come in there for iNTACT towards the B site. It's Turismo getting the smoke ready to throw right on top of it. And he's looking for some action here. They're getting pretty aggressive, so the confidence flowing here for iNTACT. They have Willmeister pushed all the way up towards mid. Swan's going to get incredible, and Willmeister's going to catch Kizzy off. More than likely, he does. Takes a lot of damage to the engagement, more than he would have liked. Swan going to get Joel's, leaving only Nano at long, who does a lot of damage to Swan. But yeah, iNTACT's just pushing up here, controlling the pace of play in every way, shape, or form. Shape and form. Nano charged up towards long. Willmeister and Spongy gonna try and fire on through. Does find one, looking for more here, but he's gonna get overloaded more than likely here, unless he gets three. Now looking for Swan, but oh, the molly, well thrown there by Shakezilla, and ensures that it's 3 and not 5, including the ace, which could have happened. You saw they were both lit, Swan and Shake below 50 HP. Anyway, iNTACT gonna secure their 12th round victory. Just goes to show you how important that utility is. 15th and final round of play here in the first half, guys. Look at Shake go. 18 and 6, almost hitting a 20 bomb in the first half here. Swan and Willmeister at 14, then Turismo and Spongy rounded out at 11 and 9. Turismo going to charge up mid. They're just rolling along here on Dust 2. He's already up at Suicide next to T-Spawn. We're not even 20 seconds into the round. Swan pushed up mid as well. Shake going to find Kizzy. What happens when things just start rolling on all cylinders, especially on Dust 2, where it's so easy to push those angles. Nano down to 20 HP. I think Willmeister got pegged by Swan. Doesn't matter. Willmeister's going to get the frag. They're just firing away, and everything's working. iNTACT up 13-2 now. Heading into the second half of action. Guys, I do hope you're enjoying the cast so far. I am JRT, and if you are enjoying it, would appreciate a follow at JRTTV with 2 E's at the end. That's in the top left-hand corner of your screen. And, of course, on Twitch as well, JRTTV without the 2 E's at the end. One day, I will contact Twitter and be like, guys, I am famous enough now that you're going to give me that JRTTV nickname. That's what, for whatever reason, is locked on Twitter. Without the 2 E's at the end, I will have it. In any case, guys, back to the match here. Grizzlies trying to prevent themselves from going on a 2-game losing streak, and iNTACT trying to get on a 2-game winning streak. And it's looking great for them so far. They're going to be on their T side, charging up towards what looks like the B site. Jazz in the chat saying Spongy best player in advance now. Debatable, but certainly up there without a doubt. Coming from MDL. 4 consecutive seasons of MDL, not to mention. Nano, waiting on the B side here. Good flashbang thrown. He follows up with the frag. He's going to be looking for more here. Oh, iNTACT's walking into a bit of a crossfire. Willmeister does find Nano, but Joel's comes back, makes it a 4v3. Unfortunately, no one's in the B site now for Grizzlies. So they're going to have to get a pretty effective retake, and Spongy on the lurk could catch them off guard. Look at this. Spongy going to jump down towards CT. They're not going to expect this at all. Kizzy doesn't hear him. Neither is Incredible. No one knows that Spongy is here, so he's going to get a free frag over on Kizzy and shake things up quite a bit. Only one member remaining at the outside, and Spongy called it out. Willmeister's going to get him. Incredible and Melio now could be walking to their doom, but Incredible opens things up with a frag on Swan. 2v2. Now it's up to Willmeister and Spongy, and they make no mistake. Gonna get the final 2 frags in the round, and iNTACT secure a 14th round victory, 14-2, and you have to imagine that Grizzlies are going to be forcing up here. 17th round of play. 2 iNTACT members nearing 20 frags. Shake gonna have the Mac 10 to try and farm a little bit of money in case they need it. It's not looking like they will if things end early on here in the second half. Swan gonna get that smoke thrown. I believe that's cat smoke, indeed it is. Willmeister now playing lower, just clearing out the corners, pre-firing everything. Spongy gonna try to distract over in the B site and draw Grizzlies over. That's exactly what they're waiting to happen here. You see Turismo, Willmeister, and Shake hoping that Melio and Kizzy are just gonna jump down to their doom. But now Melio knows they're there. Shake through the mid smoke. And then a pop flash coming out as well. Melio could get one on Shake here. As they're just going to charge out mid. There he goes. And indeed he finds the frag. So could get more. Will Doesn't turn around now. Incredible gets 2 nice deagle shots over on Will and Turismo. That makes it a 5v2, and Grizzlies not saying die just yet. Smoke thrown in towards the B tunnels, and they have control of the bomb along with some guns picked up off the ground. An AK for Incredible, MAC-10 for Melio, and a Scout for Joel's. 257s round out the rest of their hardware. Over on iNTACT, you have Swan, who bought up that Scout, and Spongy with the AK. Hey, Nox, welcome to the chat. Nox, formerly, of course, as you all know, on iNTACT. Hopefully you land on your feet, Nox. Get on a new squad. Is Spongy going to find Kizzy? It looks like iNTACT's just going to give this round to Grizzlies. Don't want to throw away the guns that they have. And that is going to be that. iNTACT do indeed concede 1 round here. 3rd round victory for Grizzlies. And the 1st round victory in this second half for them. 2-1 in the second half, but 14-3 overall. A 11 round lead for iNTACT. Joel's over the last 3 matches an ADR average of 103.56 so far in this match. Hasn't really been a factor though. iNTACT gonna have Shake walking out there with the pistol over at long, gets Kizzy, but Melio trades it back immediately. 4v4. iNTACT looks like they may have bought up pistols and armor around the AK and the Scout. Joel's gonna spot out Turismo and find him. Now it's up to Willmeister, Spongy, and Swan. Got some presence on the A side, and only Incredible there to respond. Swan with another nice headshot from that Scout. Man, is he ever lethal with it. 3v3, and A side is cleared out. Then Spongy comes out. Perfect timing. Waits for Melio to move, give away his position, and he flies out along doors and finds the frag. Now a 3v2, and iNTACT making things work here on their pistol buy-up, pistol armor buy-up, along with those rifles brought in from the previous round. Joel's flying around the corner with the Scout now. Doesn't connect on Swan. Thought he might there. He's down to 55. Misses another shot that I thought he should have hit. A little unlucky there for Joel's, and now Swan standing inside of a molly. He will go down, but Willmeister does the work and finds the final frag on Nano. iNTACT come out with a 15th round victory. 15-3. They have 12 match points. Grizzlies forcing up whatever they can get here. You have an M4, a Scout, MP9. Kizzy's going to have a Deagle, and Incredible's going to have a 5.7. So a very mixed buy-up. They're hoping for the best here in this round. Yeah, Joel's with 2 in the previous one. 2 frags, I should say, in the previous round. Nano going to smoke B right off the bat, and iNTACT actually trying to make things work over at long, but as you see, Joel's going to get the frag on Swan. They were challenging each other over at mid, and that time, Joel's won the day. 5v4, iNTACT. Turismo going to take a lot of damage, but Willmeister's going to get the frag on Melio. Incredible does go down to Spongy, and Willmeister gets Kizzy as well. So even though Turismo saw his life flashing before his eyes there, he still survives with 16 HP. And now Nano and Joel's going to have to rotate around from the B site over at Cat and try to do something. But it's not looking good. Put through the smokes. Willmeister after a great flash, and Willmeister with the 4K to seal off the match. 16-3. The final score. iNTACT did not look very fussed at all throughout the entire match. And Grizzlies go down iNTACT, previously defeating Grizzlies in qualifiers. I think they won 2-0 in a best of 3 recently. And, you know, even with the different roster with Spongy and Willmeister coming in, same story. So that is going to be that. iNTACT go to 9-2, and the new roster, I gotta say, looking pretty good.